We decided to sell our house before we had one to move into, which in the current climate seems like it was a really shaky thing to do. Jeff on the selling our house side, Chris on the buying side, were both very reassuring, like, hey, this is the way it's gonna happen. This is the way it's gonna get done. Jeff said our house was gonna sell in 3 days for X amount of dollars, and it sold in 3 days for slightly more than X amount of dollars. So we were really pleased with that. It was easy to deal with Jeff, both in meeting him and kind of him giving us expectations. And then really all of those expectations have been met through the entire process. From the homework he gave us up front to the actual weekend that our house was for sale, and then walking us through offers, all of that was really reassuring, especially for my wife, who was really stressed out about the whole situation. And then when it came to buying, Chris has just been great start to finish. My wife and I knew that it was gonna be difficult going into this market. We knew what we were gonna have to spend financially to get what we wanted, but what we didn't anticipate was putting in 11 offers on houses. I don't understand how Chris stayed so positive. Like through offer 8 through 10 and just be like, hey, we're gonna get this, you guys, you're gonna get a house. A year from now, like none of this will have mattered. And it really, as stressful as it was waiting to hear back about offers that didn't go through, in the end, I think it was all worth it. We haven't bought or sold a house in 16 years. And the last real estate agents we had, my wife and I, at the end of it, kind of felt like they were just going through the motions and kind of like just trying to talk us into taking any house at that point, because they probably showed us like 100 houses. So I think that Jeff and Chris and everybody that we've met from the Packer team has done an excellent job at listening to us as clients and kind of respecting what we want, and making those things a priority. I would say quite a few things exceeded my expectations with working with the Packer Group. I really can't convey high enough how the progress was presented and how the situation of selling and buying was going to move, and how accurate they were in the whole process for telling us what was going to happen, telling us exactly what it was going to be like, and then having it be exactly like those things when it came time. And I think that that's probably something you get when you work with a group versus working with like an individual agent, is you have people that are so arrow focused on what they do on the daily basis that when they tell you something's going to happen in 24 hours, it happens in 24 hours. And in an unsure time of your house is sold and you don't have one to move to yet, the effort that they put into making my wife and I feel comfortable really was outstanding through the whole process. I would definitely recommend working with the Packer Group. I can't convey enough just the ease of working with them and how well they took care of everything on their end. Like the pictures of our house were beautiful. When they said there's gonna be a sign in the yard, the sign showed up in the yard. When they said the sign was gonna be gone, the sign was gone. It was just such an outstanding experience, start to finish. And I say finish loosely because we haven't closed on a new house yet, but we're getting an appraisal today or tomorrow. If something fell through with this house, I wouldn't hesitate in a second to just get back in the trenches with Chris and start looking at houses next weekend. So it's such a positive experience for something that really is a really stressful thing.